Colorado. That one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Play action. It's McDonald.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. All the way home for a Broncos score.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's McKinnon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 23. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throwing is McDonald. Rolling to his right. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Nicole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Keon Cross in there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's McDonald.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's McDonald to throw.
Buying time to his left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Second down and 4.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mine's 54. Mine's 54.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
54 is mine. 54 is mine. Check, check.
McDonald.
finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They go play action with McDonald. This pass caught by Hamler. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Cole McDonald, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
McManus now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Second and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score.
So Melvin Gordon, he has been a 1,000-yard rusher in this league. No more for getting the tough yards, but he breaks off a big one there.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, this is McKinnon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen it?
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open.
What a connection there for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
A first down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Off the option, here's Williams.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
McDonald sets to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Mahomes going to throw. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. On the screen, this is Cannon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2 big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Draymond Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now here's Mahomes. And now here's another interception. Snags it for the pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they work this out past the 25. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. McDonald. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw again. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. Oh, he bowls over it. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them.
and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. McDonald. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cannon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That was big Geno Atkins who got upfield to make the play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off the play fake. McDonald. And this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Now Hill to return it.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Extra point by Butker is on target
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. They'll roll him out right. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line ready to go as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's to the 10, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary this time, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Chris Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, McDonald. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.